And good morning, students. Today we will discuss the norm spaces of operators. So let us take two norm spaces x and y, both real or complex norm spaces, and let us consider the set Bxy. This is a set consisting of all the bounded linear operators from norm space X into the norm space Y. Let us define the operations of addition and scalar multiplication. To define addition, let us take two bounded linear operators T1 and T2 from this set and define the addition by T1 plus T2 of X is equal to T1x plus T2x. Here this X belongs to the norm space X, and we define the scalar multiplication by taking a scalar alpha from the field of scalars and T1 from the set Bxy and X from the norm space X, and we define the scalar multiplication by alpha T1 operated on X is equal to alpha into image of X under T1. Under these two operations of vector addition and scalar multiplication, the set Bxy consisting of all the bounded linear operators from X into Y, that becomes a vector space, and that is also a norm space from X into Y with the norm defined by norm of T is equal to supremum of norm of Tx divided by norm of X, where this supremum is taken over all the non-zero elements of the norm space X. We have already proved that the norm defined by this expression, that is a norm. Now next we prove the completeness of the space Bxy. Now if Y is a Banach space, then the space Bxy, the space of all the bounded linear functionals from the norm space X into Y, that is also a Banach space. Now to prove that it is a Banach space, we prove that it is complete norm space. And in order to prove it is complete, we will have to prove that every Cauchy sequence in this space that is convergent in the same space. So let us take a Cauchy sequence Tm in the space Bxy. Now we claim that the sequence is convergent in the space Bxy, means the limit of the sequence is also a bounded linear operator. Now because this sequence is a Cauchy sequence, so by definition of Cauchy sequence, we have norm of Tm minus Tn approaches to 0 as m and n both approaches to infinity. Now let us consider for each x belonging to the norm space X, norm of Tmx minus Tnx. Now this can further be written as norm of image of X under the operator Tm minus Tn. Now because Tm minus Tn, that is bounded linear operator, so by definition of boundedness, this expression is further less than or equal to norm of Tm minus Tn into norm of X. And now from here, because norm of Tm minus Tn is approaching to 0 as n and m are approaching to infinity, so we can say that as m and n approaches to infinity, norm of Tmx minus Tnx is approaching to 0. So by definition, we can say that for each x belonging to the norm space X, the sequence Tmx, that is a Cauchy sequence in Y. Now because we are given that Y is a Banach space. It means that is a complete norm space. So every Cauchy sequence in Y will be convergent in Y. So the sequence formed by the images of X under Tm, that is convergent in Y. So there exists a vector in Y such that the sequence Tmx converges to that vector, and that vector we have denoted by image of X under T. So this defines an operator T from X into Y. Now it remains to prove that T is bounded linear operator. So firstly, to prove that T is linear operator, let us take two scalars alpha and beta from the field of scalars and two vectors X and Y from the norm space X. Now we claim that image of alpha X plus beta Y under T is same as alpha into image of X plus beta into image of Y under T. Now let us start from the image of alpha X plus beta Y under the operator T. By definition, this can further be written as limit of Tm alpha X plus beta Y as m approaches to infinity. Now because Tm is a linear operator, so by linearity of operator Tm, this can further be written as limit m approaches to infinity of alpha Tmx plus beta Tmy. Now this can further be written as alpha into limit of Tmx plus beta into limit of Tmy. Now the limit of Tmx as m approaches to infinity, that is Tx, and the limit of Tmy as m approaches to infinity, that is Ty. So image of alpha X plus beta Y under T is equal to alpha into image of X under T plus beta into image of Y under T. So this proves that T is a linear operator. Now next we claim that T is bounded operator. To prove T is bounded, we have to prove that for every X belonging to the norm space X, norm of image of X under T is less than or equal to K times norm of X. Now let us consider norm of image of X under T. Now by definition, image of X under T, that is the limit of X under Tm. So norm of Tx is equal to norm of limit of Tmx. Now because the limit function is continuous, so limit and norm can be interchanged. So this can be written as limit of norm of Tmx. Now because Tm is bounded, so this will further be less than or equal to norm of Tm into norm of X. Now because the sequence Tm, that is a Cauchy sequence, and the absolute value of norm of Tm minus norm of Tn is less than or equal to norm of Tm minus Tn, and as Tm is Cauchy sequence, so as mn n approaches to infinity, norm of Tm minus Tn approaches to 0, and thus we can say that as m and n approaches to infinity, the absolute value of norm of Tm minus norm of Tn approaches to 0. It means the sequence formed by norms of Tm, that is a Cauchy sequence in the space of real numbers. But the space of real numbers, that is complete. Therefore, every Cauchy sequence will be convergent. So we can say that the sequence formed by norms of Tm, that is convergent sequence, and every convergent sequence in R, that is bounded. So we can say that the sequence formed by norms of Tm, that is bounded sequence. So by definition of boundedness, we have a positive real number k such that norm of Tm is less than or equal to k for every m which is a natural number n. So we can use this value here. So we get norm of Tx is less than or equal to k times norm of X, and by definition we have proved that T is bounded. So till yet we have proved T is a bounded linear operator. So by definition we can say that T belongs to the space Bxy, where Bxy is a space of all the bounded linear operators from norm space X into the norm space Y. Now it remains to prove that the sequence Tm converges to T. In order to prove its convergence, now because the sequence Tm is a Cauchy sequence, so by definition of Cauchy sequence for epsilon greater than 0, there exists a natural number n naught such that for all m and n greater than or equal to existing integer, the norm of Tm minus Tn is less than epsilon by 2. Now let us consider the norm of Tmx minus Tnx. This can further be written as norm of image of x under the operator Tm minus Tn. Now because Tm minus Tn, that is a bounded linear operator, so by that boundedness of this operator, this expression will be less than or equal to norm of Tm minus Tn into norm of x. Now using this condition from here, norm of Tm minus Tn is less than epsilon by 2 for all m and n greater than or equal to n naught. So using this condition here, we get norm of Tmx minus Tnx is less than epsilon by 2 into x norm for all m and n greater than or equal to n naught. Now let us take limits as n approaches to infinity. So the limit of Tnx, that is Tx. So from here we get norm of Tmx minus Tx, that is less than epsilon by 2 into x norm for all m greater than or equal to n naught. Now for m and n greater than or equal to n naught and x norm is equal to 1, let us consider norm of Tx minus Tnx. Now adding and subtracting the term Tmx inside this norm, and by using triangle inequality in norms, this will be less than or equal to norm of Tx minus Tmx plus norm of Tmx minus Tnx. Now from here this expression is less than epsilon by 2 into x norm. So we can use here and also from here. So using these two equations, this will become norm of Tx minus Tnx, that is less than epsilon into x norm. Now because x norm is 1, so we get norm of Tx minus Tnx is less than epsilon for all m and n greater than or equal to n naught and x norm is equal to 1. Now by definition, norm of T minus Tn, that is the supremum of the collections of norm of Tx minus Tnx, where this supremum is taken over all elements x of norm 1. Now from here, because this is less than epsilon, so we get norm of T minus Tn is less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to n naught. So by definition, we can say that the sequence Tn converges to T. So we can say that the space Bxy, that is a complete norm space, and by definition a complete norm space, that is called a Banach space. So we have proved the completeness of the space Bxy, and this completes the proof of the theorem.